North is more educated than any other part of Nigeria, says former presidential aspirant Adamu Garba. Former presidential aspirant Adamu Garba has stated that the North is more educated than any other part of Nigeria, according to the politician who has been buzzing over his support for polygamy. The reason why people think the North is not educated is because the region doesn't focus on English. Adamu Garba, who reacted to his Twitter users mocking the literacy level of the region, responded saying, "Your definition of education is English language. The North is much more educated in every way, better than any other parts of Nigeria. The only lag is in English, and that's not education, that's language. Work harder." Saying many will tell you that the North is educationally backward, but their definition of education is English language. The North is much more educated in every way than any other part of Nigeria. The only lag in English, and that's not education, that's language. Note this always. Amajiri and Boko Haram have no connection. There's hardly a theory or findings that proved that those in Boko Haram started as Amajiri. Amajiri Ranchi as discipline, and most they grow to be good citizens. Most big businessmen from North are Amajiris, including myself, an IT guy. Can you imagine? They say they are more educated. They are more educated, that English is just a language. Okay, if they are more educated, then why do we use why do they use this quota system if it is in English? I beg, second base Jerry, let me hear what Nigerians are saying concerning this, because I don't want anyone to just turn me up. I just want to let me hear what people are saying, and we'll hear what you guys are going to be saying at the end of the day. Someone say, no wonder they produce shoe shiners, maruas, misuya, menama, megoros, me cigarettes, those taking hard drugs, etc. than any zone in Nigeria. Sorry. That's what somebody's saying, and some people reply this person. Someone says, list more. Me masa, me kuli kuli, me rika, me haya, me dabino, me lemu, me tomato, etc. Someone says, now I'm in school, all of una they go. How many general did you mention? Now only. Someone says, educated in taking other people's life. Educated in all manner of atrocities. Someone said, this man must be high on weed. Anyway, the North is known to be the highest consumers of drugs in Nigeria. This blabber must be one of them. And so, someone says they are most educated, yet they rear cows from Port Harcourt to Okigwe on foot, journey of 250 kilometers, while the best practice is to ranch. They are the most educated, yet they enjoy slaughtering. slaughtering. They are the most educated, yet they marry kids. If they lag in English language, how were they taught in law schools? No wonder we have an educated illiterate as our CGN. If this means to be most educated, I choose to be an illiterate. Hey! Someone says, if the North lags behind only in English, then what is the foundation of acquisition of other knowledge that is beneficial to humanity? And this one too wanted to become president in Nigeria. Thank God he didn't win. You can imagine. You can imagine. Of course, we have other countries who do not speak English, but what is the basis of their awareness to things, modern day things? We have a lot of things produced in. Go to Japan, they will, even when you buy all these electronics, you see they will still put their language there. At least they do a lot of things that are really acceptable by people, that are enhancing development and enhancing people, enhancing their country. Okay, if you are talking about English, if that is the English is the case, I don't know. Just like this person said, and this one wanted to become the president of this country. I could remember when he was going from pillar to post that he was contesting and all of that. I just, the majority of them just want to have that title, former presidential candidate, former president. They knew quite that they are not going anywhere. You can see the mentality. Who told you that English is what, makes you feel that you are educated? It's not by speaking English alone now, but your reasoning, the way you do things, that is really how will I put it? That is advancing or your things, or you're advancing your environment, bringing things to the table, reasoning like, the way people ought to reason. You are talking about that we have all the amajiris, then the number of school out of children, the number of children out of school, you will know the number in their zone, and you are coming to tell us it's English is the meaning of when somebody does not speak English. There's not, maybe somebody is not educated, that it's as a result of maybe just only language. It goes beyond that. Like I said, Japan, even China, are they not producing a lot of things? Are they involved in all this atrocity that is embedded in the north? Are they involved in all of those things? Don't we know their position in the country, in the world? Do they speak English? Will somebody say, "Oh, you are a Chinese because so you are not, you are not educated"? I think this guy needs to check some things very well. Chinese, people from Japan, other, even some European countries, they don't even speak language. They don't speak English, but they do tremendous things. They do things in a modern way. And just like somebody has said, you move a journey of kilometer from place to so, instead of you to have a ranching, he said no. That is good for him. Let him continue in that this thing. There's nothing you can talk about that is going to change the narratives. You have a quota system. They will tell you, oh, they don't do this, they don't do this. The score that will be given to the Southerners will be different from their own. The cutoff mark will be different. So what are we talking about? Someone says, who is fooling who? You are dreaming in a daytime. Go and sleep. When you wake up, you will change your comments. Someone is laughing that this guy, the statement he made is really laughable. To define education simply by speaking English shows you are unbelievably shallow-minded and teetering on the verge of insanity. Someone say you are high on cheap drugs. Yes, Oga, not his first in negative wisdom and evil takeover of other people's properties. Someone say that is correct. You are right. Islamic education that is irrelevant in his scheme of things. The man is trying to console himself. Exactly. He's just trying to console himself. Even the Arabic you consider as your own language, you use it to educate yourself, cannot be spoken by many of you. How many of you can speak the Arabic? When it comes in defending nonsense, you are experts. Amajiris are known as national nuisance. We have seen how parents sell their children for terrorism. Northern Nigeria is the region with the highest illiteracy in the world. You have nothing to offer. And that is it. Somebody say just trying to console himself, and let him continue to console himself. Someone say you are right, Jerry. Northerners are far more educated than their southern counterparts in Amajiri education. Their graduates can be found in every city in the south doing Babiala. You go the here, Sarah, Fisibila. I don't know what this person is saying. So the north is now better in terms of Western education. We were angry before when the southerners called us Amajiri, the sons of lepers and Babiala. But today we are into refinery of petroleum products. We are into production of tomatoes. Very soon the Fulanis will not be moving around to feed their animals, but to establish canned meat industries. That would be good though. Somebody is saying here, say that it is good now. Let them stop moving now. What are they still waiting for? This particular person is saying very soon that they will not be moving around to feed their animals, but to establish canned meat industry. Malam Erufa is training some guys with the collaboration of NASA to go to the moon. We are coming up with the ideas for building land bridge to complement the movements of cargoes from interland to ports around the world. Good and fine. Bravo. That is what we are saying. That is what we are saying. It will be good. Let them continue with that. That will be fine. That's what everybody wants. Someone say, now brainless the warrior mo is a comedian. Sorry, because you don't know what you are talking about and try to understand what education is all about. Someone say you can't be educated and be producing children indiscriminately in the face of the new world order for population to be controlled to avoid social and economic crisis. Right now, the North is carrying a population they cannot afford to cater for, which is why many of them have now resorted to doing menial jobs and begging for a living. How can educated people be comfortable with such repulsive situation? I think this man needs to go and take a lecture from Emir Sanusi. I think he's the best person to coach this guy. You are educated, and this man is always coming out to say the reason why you guys are going backward is because of a lack of education. The Hamajiris are there and complaining about give birth to children you can take care of. He needs to go and learn from Emir Sanusi needs to lecture this guy. And I just believe that this guy is just trying to console himself, just like what somebody said. So guys, let's hear your own take concerning what this guy is saying. Adamu Gaba saying the North is more educated than any other part of Nigeria. Leave your comments below and let's have your take. Thank you very much. Bye.